What's going on, people? Welcome to the LV Live Show. I'm LV Live. Please hit that like, share, subscribe button. Once again, I want to thank all the new subscribers for coming by to my channel, man. It is truly, truly appreciated. Big time win for them boys. Bounce back win to get back in the winning column by beating the Chicago Bulls 128-116. The captain, 31 points, 3 assists. The big cat, 20 points, 15 rebounds. The Knicks bounced back today, knocking down 23 pointers, outscoring the Chicago Bulls bench 46-33. The return of Josh Hart. Great game for him. 14 points, 9 rebounds, almost a double-double for him. Josh Giddey, of course, another triple-double for him. Josh Giddey's just amazing, just as of he's just unguardable. I thought OG Anunoby did a good job on him this time around, but Josh Giddey is a problem, right? But the Knicks pretty much won this game in the first and second quarter. First and third quarter, outscoring the Bulls 34-24 in the first quarter and 37-29 in the third. And that was pretty much the ball game. The Knicks did not look back. Great bounce back game for them boys. Now are 3-3 on the season. This Grover, what's going on, man? Appreciate you coming through rocking with LV Live. Big task. What's going on, man? Appreciate you coming through rocking with LV Live. Yo, listen, great win for them boys, man. Great win for them boys. Listen, look. The captain pretty much grabbed the ball by the horns here, right? 19 first quarter points for him. I think he wanted to set a tone here. He set a tone that, listen, we're not losing 4 in a row. That's not happening. It's not happening. And it's great to see from him, man. I thought he was awesome tonight. Awesome tonight in the first quarter. Set a tone. Rondo, what's going on, man? Appreciate you coming through rocking with LV Live. Big time win for them boys. Bounce back win. Getting back in the winning column. 3-3 on the season. Now they are undefeated still at home. 0-3 on the road, of course. But this is what you do, man. You take care of business at home. Take care of business at home. Coach, what's going on, man? Appreciate you coming through rocking with LV Live. Big time win for the boys. 128-116. The big cat. 20 points. 15 rebounds. Hey, look, man, look. The reality is this, right? It's going to take time. We all understand that for this to kind of get going here, right? Getting used to the whole system with Mike Brown, right? So we know that. But what I saw today, believe it or not, they were knocking down shots, but I saw them getting after it defensively. That's what I saw also, too. They forced 14 turnovers today. They were just getting after it. A lot of block shots. I believe they had 5 block shots today. Cleaning up the glass as well. But they were getting after it defensively, man. They really, really were. And listen, look, we see what the Bulls want to do, right? The Bulls are extremely athletic. They get out, got a lot of big wings. Josh Giddey is 6'8" himself. Right? So they got a lot of size out there. A lot of size. And they can knock down threes. And with the pace that Josh Giddey plays with, is tough for us because they're athletic and they get up and down really, really fast and they score in bunches. So the Knicks had to match that. And I felt like today they did match that. I felt that they came out and they was ready to go. And I felt that the captain set the tone and everybody else followed suit. Gravity, what's going on, man? Appreciate you coming through rocking with LV Live tonight on this Sunday, man. Hope everyone had a great weekend. It is officially November. Baseball season is over. Football season is midway through. And basketball season is kicking in. The holidays are in full throttle right now. No more Halloween. Turkey Day coming up. And, of course, the end of the year, Christmas, right? So everything is full go. Great move. Great win tonight, man. Great win tonight, man. I just thought that the guys came out. And they really wanted it tonight, man. Really, really wanted it tonight. And you can see by Josh Hart's energy, I thought he was the catalyst. I mean, of course, we want to talk about Brunson, but Brunson's been sensational all year, right? Everyone's been pretty solid. Cat's been up and down, but everyone else has been pretty solid. But that guy, the heart and soul of the Knicks, who is Josh Hart, I thought he set a tone for that second unit, and he carried over with the first unit as well. And Josh Hart was Josh Hart today. Trust me, you think these guys don't hear the noise? They hear the noise, man. These guys hear the noise. They know how things look. I played it on my show the other night, right, which was Friday. I played it like Josh Hart sitting at the end of the bench in Chicago. It didn't look good. Everyone giving high fives and stuff. He's at the end of the bench with his hands in his palms, his head in his palms. He just didn't look right at all. A lot of people questioning if Josh Hart is done. Is he done? Is he finished? Is his body breaking down? This is all the talks that's out there. Should the Knicks get rid of Josh Hart? Has Josh Hart hit his ceiling? You didn't hear that over here on this show. He's the heart and soul of this team. No pun intended. He needed a game like this, and it was great to see him and Josh Hart knocking down quarter threes also. Great bounce back game for him. Eric Green, what's going on, man? Appreciate you coming through rocking with LV Live, man. Big time win for the boys, 128-116. The captain, Jalen Brunson, 31 points, 3 assists. And then we had to be honest too. Listen, the bench came through, man. A guy like Clarkson, right? Lit it up. This is what we brought him here for. This is what we brought Clarkson here for. And he was great today too off the bench. He had 15 points. I thought Clarkson was great. And then Landry Shamet knocking down a couple of threes, right? Though Shamet was good. 9 points for him. And, of course, the Deuce was loose. He had 8 points, but he was getting after it. 4 rebounds for Deuce and 3 assists and 1 steal. Like I said, 46 points from the bench. We outscored them 46-33. And that, to me, is what put us over the hump. But I think it was the energy, man. I think it was the energy. I think guys were getting after it. I think guys really wanted it today, man. You could tell, man. You could tell. Listen, guys are tired of losing, man. Guys are tired of losing. And it's a great get back, man. Great get back because, you know, we've been struggling as of late. We've been struggling as of late, but guys are starting to find their stride. Guys are starting to kind of see exactly what their roles are on this team, what they need to do. Things are going to be different here. It's not going to be what it was last year. It's a totally different offense, so guys have to get accustomed to that. So it takes time. It takes time. But nothing, makes you feel better than a win, right? And so this was much needed. Landline, what's going on, man? Appreciate you coming to rock with LV Live, man. Big win for them boys at home, 128-116. The Big Cat, 20 points, 15 rebounds. So here, guys, let's go to the highlights here. Let's check out the highlights. Thought it was a good game, man. Good game, good bounce back game. I thought it was really good, man. I think, sometimes certain things, you could try to say, oh, we should do this, we should do that. Guys should, you got to get in the right mode and all this other stuff. Nothing beats winning, man. Winning cures all that stuff, all that nonsense, all that stuff that's out there. Winning cures all of that. Hey, guys, what's going on with Yabusele, man? You see Yabusele, he only played 2 minutes tonight, man. He came in at one time, and that was it. I think he's still kind of dealing with that knee issue, man. So I don't know what's going on with Yabusele. I mean, he didn't play much today at all, man. He had a scary moment tonight. Mitch went down, hurt his foot or his ankle, something, man. This guy, man, I don't know what he tweaked. I don't know what's going on with Mitch, man. But he just jumps and comes down, and it's always something, man. You guys tell me. Maybe it's the new generation. I don't know, man. I'm getting old. I'm telling my age here. Why are these dudes not wearing high tops, man? You know you got bad ankles. Like, I'm not saying you got to wear the Ewings. I'm not saying that. But they do have Nikes that are high tops and that cover up them ankles. These guys are out there, their ankles are showing. Like, what is wrong? Like, you see what Cat has on? Cat has on something that covers his ankles. Like if I'm Mitch, I'm like, yo, Cat, what you got on, man? Let me get size of those. Let me get those in my size. Mitch is out there with I don't know what those are he got on, man. Look like he's playing in tennis sneakers. I don't know if they're basketball sneakers or what. But he needs something that protects his ankles, man. We played in high tops. Do you still get sprained ankles? Yes, but it protects you from it, man. It's insane. I just don't get it, but maybe it's me. But this guy, he should definitely make sure. It doesn't matter how many ankle braces he put on. He still get some high tops, man. Ask Cat, whatever he wears. Let me get some of those. Let's make it happen. PQ from BK, man. What's going on, man? Appreciate you coming through rocking with LV Live tonight, man. Big time win for the boys, 128-116. The Big Cat, 20 points, 15 rebounds. Hey, guys, what do you think about Wingstop today, man? Wingstop got busy again today. Thought they were great. Mikal Bridges, 10 points, but look, he filled up the stat sheet. 5 rebounds, 9 assists, 1 steal for him. OG Anunoby, another great game for him. 21 points, 2 rebounds, 4 assists, 2 steals, and 1 block for OG. OG's been getting busy as of late, man. 8 for 17 from the field for OG Anunoby, 47% from the field. 3 for 7 from 3. Shot 40% from 3 today. Mikal Bridges, 2 for 5. He shot 40% from 3 as well. But guys, here's another interesting stat, which I think is awesome too. The Knicks shot 22 for 22 from the stripe today, man. From the stripe. Biggest lead tonight for the team was 25 points, man. Listen, talk about a team that wanted it and wanted to get after it today, man. It was great to see. It was great to see. I thought all in all, and what I'm noticing too is like you see guys are starting to identify what they're supposed to do. And most importantly, you can see the communication. You can see they're really starting to get what Mike Brown wants them to do. And through that, it's feeding off of everybody. So guys know their spots, what they're supposed to do as far as open shots, as far as threes, what shots they should take, what shots they shouldn't take. They're moving the ball around. They had 31 assists today, right? So they are spraying out, right, which is what he wants to do. And so you're starting to see it. Guys are shooting with confidence, right? Also, too, right? You saw that one clip where, they were supposed to get back on defense and Mikal Bridges, screamed at everybody, said, yo, get back, man. I think this is the play right here. He screams at everybody. Right there in the highlight. He's barking at dudes. Like, yo, you got to get back. I love that, man. I love that. You got to hold guys accountable. You got to hold guys accountable. And I think that's good, man. I mean, I think that's good. I think that's what's needed. Because sometimes, as you guys know, man, anybody that's played and anybody's been in the locker room, sometimes nobody can get through to you better than your teammates. It's a brotherhood in that locker room, right? The coaches can say what they want to say, but it's not the same, man. Is it coming from your brother? A guy that's out there fighting, sweating, bleeding with you, right? It's different. And so when you develop that brotherhood, those guys can talk to you like that more so than the coach. I don't know why it's like that, but it is. I mean, I was like that. I have to tell somebody on my team that they have to step it up. Sometimes get a little volatile in saying that, right? Sometimes they be like that with me. You got to step it up, LV. You're stinking up the joint, right? You got to have that. Because then you kind of, you get locked in and you start playing better. And I think that's important. I think that's really important, man, because then you see guys to start playing better, man. Guys just start playing better, and I think it's really, really important for us to really do that because that's what's going to help us pull out wins, especially against the elite teams in this league. And I think another dynamic of this, too, is that now if the bench continues to produce like this, now that's the extra punch that we want because, Brunson's going to be Brunson. Towns is going to get his. But if Clarkson can come off the bench, can do this, and if this is the return of Josh Hart, if Josh Hart finally wakes up, if Landry finally starts knocking down shots and not throwing up bricks, now we could be potent. Excuse me. Because, guys, look, we scored 128 today. We scored 125 the other night. So, offensively is not going to be the issue here. It's going to be defensively. And so we got to kind of figure out exactly what that looks like because Towns was struggling again today defensively. I'm sure you guys saw it, right? He was struggling again defensively, and that's concerning. It is. So now it's kind of like, all right, well, what are we going to do to kind of protect him? And I saw a couple of times where Towns might have been guarding Vucevic or who was the other guy, man? Who was the other guy that was just knocking down threes, man? With the goggles. I keep on forgetting these guys' names. What was the dude's name, man? Smith. Smith was just knocking down threes, right? Towns was just leaving them open. I'm like, yo, Cat, man, come on. And then they got to a point where Mikal pushed Cat to guard somebody else, and he started guarding that dude. Right? Because he saw the guy was coming off. He was getting off. So you kind of see that. This Rover says, nah, Buzelis was knocking him down. No. This Rover, yes, I know he was knocking him down, but I'm talking about the center with the goggles in the first half. He was giving Cat problems. Mikal had to push him off and push him on somebody else and kind of slide over and guard the center. He put Cat on like the smaller guard. I think it was Smith that one time. Right? So these guys are starting to identify, like, okay, certain guys' weak points here. Like, they know what Towns is. And like I told you guys last year, I'm going to say it again, he wasn't brought here to play defense. There's a reason why Minnesota went out and paid all that money for Rudy Gobert. There's a reason why. There's a reason why that happened. And I think the most important thing in doing that is to protect defensively for Towns, because you know what Towns is, man. Hell of a player, but he has limitations defensively, man. But he was not brought here to be a defensive stopper. He was brought here to do exactly what he did. See them numbers 20 and 15. Because one thing you can say is he's great on the glass. But it's concerning in that aspect. That's the only little thing I would say kind of about today. But it's a great feeling, man. It's a great win. It's a great win. It's a great win. You guys got to be happy with that, man. I'm not complaining. However you can get them in this league, man. Because listen, it's a long season. So you got to be prepared to kind of go out there and just get these wins, man. Because listen, we know what we're building towards. So got to continue to stack days. All right, guys. So let's listen to Josh Hart, man. Great bounce back game for him. I think Josh knows, man. You guys think he knows? You think he knows what's been being said out there about him? The whispers that are out there, all the things that are being said. You think he hears it? I think he does, man. These guys try to make it seem like they don't hear these things and they don't pay attention. That's all a lie, man. They hear it all. So let's hear what Josh Hart has to say about tonight's game.
Game said he was hoping for a full 48 minutes from you guys. How close did you come to accomplishing that tonight?
Not as close as we want to be, but we'll take the win. We got another one tomorrow, so now it's time to recover and get back to it.
Your best game of the year. What keyed your great play tonight?
Just trying to get back to being myself, man. Playing with joy, having fun out there, and just being myself.
The bench that you were obviously a part of had 46 points. Mike mentioned the high last year for the bench for a single game was 52. That's how good you guys were tonight as a group. What was the key to your great performance?
Yeah, man, we just wanted to come in and bring energy. Obviously, JC had an amazing game today. Andrew came in. Everyone that came in, Deuce, they contributed on both sides of the court.
Josh, thanks for stopping by. We'll see you tomorrow night.
Appreciate it.
Mike Allen, back to
Great game for him, man. One thing he said, which was great, and I thought it was awesome that he said this, right? He said he got back to being himself, man, just playing with joy. That's what he stated. He said, just get back to him. And I think that's sometimes what has to happen. When you come in here and you're with a guy like Mike Brown, he brings in this whole offensive system, right? This whole scheme. And, you're trying to figure it out, man. You're trying to figure out exactly what you need to do, where you need to go, all these different things, right? Sometimes you forget how to play hoops. Not literally, but you know what I'm saying? Just play ball, man. That's it. Don't overthink this thing. You guys are in the NBA for a reason. You've gotten to this level for a reason. You know how to play hoops. So you just got to get out there and just do what you need to do. Yes, you got to know certain sets. Yeah, but that doesn't mean you forget and you turn into a robot out there. You forget how to play. And it felt like that's what he was doing. It felt like he was trying to fit and trying to do certain things that's out of his normal, I call it a superpower. It takes away his superpower. Just go out there and be you, Josh. That's it. And I think when he did that today, it really showed exactly who he is and what he can do. And this is why we love him. The activity, then he's not thinking, he's knocking down shots, he's making layups. Vintage Josh Hart today. Vintage Josh Hart. Taking it to the rack, finishing at the rim, knocking down a couple of corner threes, pushing the break, hitting the open man, getting the loose ball, being Josh Hart, the heart and soul of this team. And so I think it's great, man. I think it's great, and I'm really, really excited. And a great bounce back game for him. Great bounce back game for him. John LJ, what's going on, man? Appreciate you coming through rocking with LV Live tonight, man. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to the channel, man. But I appreciate you coming through rocking with me and my crew tonight. Big time win for the boys, 128 to 116. The captain, 31 points, 3 assists. So I just thought, it's just good to see that he's back to being him. It's tough, man. It's tough. I think it's hard for a guy like him, man. It's really, really hard for a guy like him. He wants to kind of fit in. He wants to, but sometimes you just got to do you, man. You just got to do you and just exactly go out there and just play your game. Play your game. That's it. Okay, here. Let me go in the chat here, see what everyone's talking about, man. I appreciate everybody coming through. And John LJ. How does Robinson get 4 rebounds for quarter none, second quarter with fake injury that allow him to come back for one more in the third for one? Huh? Prize picks. Oh, man. John LJ, man. Nah, man. We get over here with that, man. Let's keep. I don't know what's going on with that, man. You got to talk to other people, man. We don't do that over here, man. This Grover says Josh Hart finally balled out for the first time this season. Still should get the surgery, though. He has nerve damage. Is that this Rover? Is that what's being reported on his finger? Is that what's going on? I didn't hear anything like that, this Rover. If that's what the dynamic is or whatever he's dealing with. Is that what they said, this Rover? Is that what's Okay, Eric Green says solid win, LV. Defensive effort was on point. Listen, I agree with you, sir. I think they got after it. And hey, listen, man. Listen, look. I think the captain set the tone. Eric Green, I think he set the tone. I think he got guys back on track here, and big 19 points in the first quarter. But I think also too, man. I think guys lost 3 in a row, man. They lost 3 in a row. They know what the goal is here for this season. Right. So, guys pretty much locked in defensively, like you stated, and got after it. Defense turns to offense, and that was it, man. But it was really spearheaded by the captain, those 19 points in that first quarter. And then, with Josh Hart's energy feeds off of everybody else, and Clarkson coming in, knocking down shots, it became infectious. And I think through that, they got that lead. Like I told you, the biggest lead they had was 25. They got comfortable, and that was pretty much it, man. But you got to get after it on the defensive end. Eric Green says Josh Hart is the heart and soul of this team. I hope he's back to being that dog. Agreed, man. Agreed. Listen, he's got to be. He's got to be Eric Green. He's got to be. I mean, that's his role here, man. That's his role, and he said it, right? He said it right there in the interview piece, right? He said, look, I got to get back to being me. Playing with joy, having that energy, just being him, and that's it. And that's what he did today. Big Taz, it looks like that rotation is set. Hey, listen, Big Taz, I think so. Let me go take a look here. Big Taz, I think so. Because you got to understand, Big Taz, they had Clarkson played 18 minutes, Josh Hart 26, Shaman 18, Deuce played 23. I think that's it, man. I think that's it. I mean, of course, Yabusele, right? That would make us 10. That means that we went 10, but I think he's still struggling with this knee thing. So, but when he does come back, I think he's going to wind up playing 10. See, Tibbs, you know how Tibbs do. Tibbs would have went like 7 or 8 deep, maybe. Maybe. Sherman wouldn't have got no 18 minutes. That wouldn't have happened at all. So, but I do agree with you. I do think that this rotation is set. I do agree with you. Hey guys, look, man, look at the minutes, man. Brunson only played 32 minutes tonight. 31 points in 32 minutes. Cat played 36. OG Noe played 35. Bridges played 35. Yo, that's good, man. Those are great minutes, man. Solid minutes. Solid minutes. Josh had 26 minutes. I think that's perfect. Deuce had 23. Perfect. Shaman 18. Clarkson 18. I think that's great, man. Hey, what do you guys think, man? You think Akaporta should get minutes? I mean, he's not seeing the floor at all now, man. At all. Since Mitch came back, he's not even playing at all. But you know that goes to show you, man, when you have your opportunity, you have your moment, like you got to take full advantage of that, man. You got to take full advantage of that. Because you see Kolik's not even getting in, right? You see that, right? He Kolik's not getting in, man. You see, right? I told you guys. Did I not tell you? You got to take full advantage of the opportunities, because if not, you won't play. Now it looks like he's out of the rotation. He's out of the rotation because now Bridges, like I said, Bridges is running that second unit like point guard. He's running. He's bringing the ball up, helping out Deuce, running that offense. Then you got Josh Hart handling the ball too. So listen, man. Look, guys want to play, man. They want to earn minutes, right? Well, you got to make sure you lock in. You can't like have off games or not be playing well. That's not going to work, man. That's not going to work. You're going to have a really, really hard time getting minutes, man. You can't have off games. You can't be playing bad, especially when you're the backup. So I don't know. We'll see. Hopefully those guys will get some minutes tomorrow because it is a back-to-back. So hopefully, I don't think Mitch is going to play tomorrow. Probably Akaporti will probably play then tomorrow because it's a back-to-back. I don't think Mitch is going to play back-to-backs. And especially with him coming up hobbled with his ankle or whatever, I think Mitch is going to probably be out for a couple of games just to kind of do what is it called? The maintenance or the maintenance management? What do they call it? I don't even know. Minutes management. You guys let me know I don't even know what it is anymore. Why don't we just call it make up something management? I don't know, man. That's what it sounds like. This show says, James Edwards tweeted with Fred Katz writing an article about Josh's finger just a few hours ago. Oh, really? I got to check that out, this Rover. I was too busy setting up and trying to get ready. I didn't see that. So it said that he has nerve damage. Is that what they're saying there? Yeah, that's nasty. His finger looks nasty, man. That's a nasty. Because he hurt it in the playoffs, I think. And him, continuing to play on it, that didn't really help it, I guess. I guess that's what the situation is. But Ted said, I don't think so, man, unless the situation regarding Akaporti. Yeah, man. But I think he's going to play tomorrow, though. I think he can, I think he's going to play tomorrow. This show says, this is going to age like milk if Tyler and Ariel see the floor in the next games. Yo, listen, listen, this Rover, that's what I'm saying. I just said it. I now, because tomorrow they play tomorrow, I would not be surprised if they play. I don't know about Kolik, but Akporte. Because I don't think Mitch is going to play back-to-backs. And because Mitch hurt his ankle, I can see Mitch probably not playing the next couple of games. Big Taz, there we go. Load management. Yeah, but Big Taz, I don't want to say that, man. Pause on that, man. Remember, you know what I'm saying? They hit Mello with that, you know what I'm saying? Mello was like, huh? We're cool. We're just going to call it whatever. They don't know what they're doing in management. That's what we're going to, because it makes no sense, but whatever. Whatever, man. I think it's a bunch of you know what, but we got to keep it G-rated for the show. Well, once again, man, let's reset the room, man. I appreciate everybody coming through rocking with me tonight, man. It's truly appreciated on this Sunday evening. Big win for the boys, 128-116. The captain, 31 points, 3 assists. OG Anunoby, big game for him, 21 points, 4 assists, 2 steals, and 2 rebounds for OG, man. Great game for him. Hey guys, let's hear from the let's hear from the coach, man. I thought Mike Brown had a good game today, coaching wise. I thought he did pretty good. Let me pull this up for you guys. Give me 1 second. I think he's trying to get some things going with his team, man. I know a lot of people on him, on this guy hard, man. Pause. LV almost had a slip up there. See, but I know these guys have been killing him as of late, man. There's an expectation here, man. There's an expectation, but I will say this though. I will say this, and I hope you guys will agree with me in this, in me saying this, right? And I think, I think, you know what? I think Ian Begley mentioned something like this too. It's kind of hard, like to look at this season as like a successful one if they don't make it. If they don't make it to the finals, like, or you know what I mean, like it's just hard because you got rid of Tibbs, and he got us to the East Conference Finals, right? So it's kind of hard. It's just kind of hard, man, to look at this season and say, all right, everything worked out, or if they don't make it as far as they did last year, and then you fired the guy that got them that far, right? I mean, I'm just saying, and it's not rocket science. I'm just asking the question, because the main goal is to, the main goal is to get to the mountaintop, man, right? And if you have a team that has the skill set to do so, and you fire the guy that got him, you know what I mean, and you bring in another guy, the obvious thing in the mindset should be, okay, we should be better than what we were last year, right? I mean, I'm just saying. So to think that there's no pressure on this guy, that's it's hard. It's kind of hard for me to believe that that's not the case. I think there is some pressure, man. I think there is some, especially with these guys making it as far as they did. I think there is pressure, man. I think there is. Okay, give me 1 second here. Let me pull this up for you guys. Listen to the coach and listen to what he said, man. Because listen, I think he knows what's at stake here. So let me pull this up for you guys and hear from him.
So, and I said this before, this is going to be a process, and we're still not where we need to be offensively, but guys are starting to understand how to space the floor. They're starting to understand part of spacing the floor is if you cut, how to respace. They're understanding quick decisions, how when to get off the ball, and when you have a really good understanding of those things, you can almost make a blind. It's just one read. You make one read and you can make a blind pass because based on our spacing and our spots, somebody's supposed to be there. And Mikal, he was one of the guys that was here with the young guys early in the summer, so he was getting reps at this, back in August and September. So he's probably a little ahead of the curve in terms of, some of the other guys that may have been injured and missed a chunk of time. And so once we get everybody up to speed, it just won't be Mikal being able to make that read. We have basketball players that can pass, dribble, and shoot, so it should be all of us that should be able to make that read very well.
Boom. Okay, so he said some things there. He said some things there that are kind of glaring there. All right, let's go back, right? So he said See, the system that he's trying to do obviously is a lot of spacing, right? Spacing, spray, movement. But one thing he did say that was great, which makes sense. You automatically you kind of know based on your how spaced out you are where you're supposed to be based on the floor, right? So if Josh is in the corner and he cuts this way, I have to make sure I'm at the elbow. I'm just giving you guys an example. So Josh knows that if the ball gets sprayed out to him, he can kick it to the elbow because I'm supposed to be there based on the spacing responsibilities that we've worked on, right? And how our offense flows. But what he stated was Mikal is flowing better with it because he got in the work earlier, right? In August with the young guys, right? So he's not talking about the captain. He's not talking about Cat. He's not talking about Josh. He's not talking about OG. None of the main dogs, the top dogs. But Mikal was there. So it makes sense why he has a better flow to the offense, and he's moving better, and he's had really great production earlier in the season. Brunson's going to be Brunson. He's going to get his, man. I mean, what is Brunson right now? You say Brunson's about top 10 in the top 10 players in the league right now, right? So he's going to get busy regardless. But it's the other guys like Josh who's been struggling because he kind of gave you a little inside thing here. Mikal came in August and started getting acclimated. These guys is out chilling, doing whatever, playing golf or whatever, on a boat, someplace, right? So once again, right, it's just, you can see it, right? So he's telling you what's been going on and why certain things, and he said now guys are starting to get it. Now guys are starting to understand their spacing. Slowly but sure, it's going to be a process. But see, it's ill because that's the importance of team and development and building, right? And I'm surprised that some of these guys weren't there in August, where Mikal was, right? And I think Mikal probably was because he's motivated to prove, that the move that the Knicks made, bringing him in here for the 5 picks or whatever it was, right? He's motivated to show and prove that he's worth every penny, if not more so. And he also knows, he mentioned it, that he didn't play his best last year. So there's a motivation with him to get back in the gym, to get better. And you're seeing it now how he's playing. Right? Whereas certain guys who are starting slow, like a Josh Hart, like a Cat, right? They're struggling because they didn't come here in August. It's that he dropped some jewels there. I hope you guys caught on and read in between the lines, because he's basically telling you why it's a slow start for certain people. He's kind of letting you know and telling you why Mikal is here, why Mikal is a little bit further along. And I'm surprised that a lot of these guys didn't do that, knowing that there's a new system coming in here, a new coach, a new way of doing things. I'm surprised that some of those guys weren't there in August to kind of be there to really get a head start or a jump on this offensive system to where they can be ready to go when the season starts. October. Interesting. This Rover says it really shows Mikal putting the work. Agreed. This Rover, but that's my point, right? So he's a sly dog, man. He kind of slick because if you ain't paying attention, you would kind of pick up on what he's saying, or why certain things where Mikal knows and other guys didn't. He's kind of letting you know he came in August, other dudes did it. He's saying that, in a different way, but that's basically what he's leading into. So he knows where he should be. Other guys are still struggling with that because they didn't come in August. Mikal is definitely loving his new off. Agreed, man. Agreed. Listen, I think he's motivated, Big Task. I think he's motivated to really kind of show and prove that, that I'm a way better player than what I showed last year, right? And he's motivated, man. He's motivated, man. Especially, and also too, I think the other dynamic is that, he got his money. He's good. He's locked in. This is where he wants to be. He's home, close to family and friends, and yeah, man. All right, so Mike Brown again here talking about the rotation. And we talked about what it's going to look like as far as he went 9 deep tonight, right? Pause, man. he played 9 players tonight, right? But I think he wants to go about 9 or 10. Oh man, it's late, man. It's late. It sounds crazy, man. This row, what's this rover said? Sorry, this rover. The source is out of the starters. I'm worried about Cat's inability to finish around the rim these games. Last season, it used to be automatic. If Cat was driving or stood in the paint, you know it was going to be going in or back. Yo, you know what, this rover, I can see his lift is a little off. He's not going to say, but I do think that quad strain is bothering him because he can't get up off the floor, man. I mean, he had a couple of dunks tonight, but I mean, he's 7 feet. I mean, I ain't got but he's not. He doesn't seem to have much lift, and so I do think that quad strain is limiting him a little bit. Okay, so Mike Brown's talking about the 9 players, about going 9 to 10 players into the rotation. So let's hear exactly what he has to say regarding that.
46 points. Just how encouraging is that?
No, it's good. Now it starts with me because I got to help him. With Josh coming back, with Mitch coming back, with the different things that those guys present in terms of minutes and all that. I didn't help him a ton the last couple of games. I was all over the map with the substitutions, and so it was hard for those guys to get a rhythm because the guy's going in, he's coming out, he's going in, he's coming out. And so, I have to do a better job, and I thought I did tonight, of trying to have a rotation and stick with it while still playing, 9.5, 10 guys. And I have to help them continue to get comfortable in that area because we have guys that can come off the bench and make plays and knock down shots.
All right, boom. So here we go. So now what he's basically saying is what I mentioned earlier. Now he's starting to get into a set rotation, right? And I think now he's starting to identify what guys can do, what guys' strengths are, and make sure that these guys are getting enough minutes, like he stated, to get into a rhythm. So he's going to go about 9.5 to 10, right? Guys coming off the bench. So, but I think it's going to be based off of how well you play. I think the solid guys that are definitely going to get minutes is going to be, of course, Josh Hart, Deuce. Look for those guys that play 20 plus minutes, 25 plus minutes, right? Shamet and of course Clarkson. And based on Yabusele, how he looks, or Akaporte, or whatever, I think they're going to be interchangeable. But those 4 guys, I think definitely Shamet, definitely Clarkson, definitely Deuce, and definitely Josh Hart. So we're looking at easily 9 players that are going to be coming off the bench, easily. And so what he's saying is now he's going to have a set rotation. Like guys not going to be coming in and out like him trying to figure out the lineups. Now he's starting to identify what his bench is and who it is. And I think that's even better because, to his point, he wants to make sure that these guys are, getting to a rhythm during the game. He knows his rotations, so where guys are able to know their responsibilities, know what they can do. But then also, too, when guys start getting warmed up, they're not getting yanked out the game. It's hard to get into a flow like that. It really is, and I think that that's basically what he's saying, right? So it's good, man. It's good. These 6 games, he's really starting to figure out who he has, who's who can contribute at a high level, what the expectations are, and then also too the type of minutes that he wants to give guys to keep guys in a good flow, man. So things are starting to solidify here a bit, guys. So I hope you guys are starting to kind of see what it looks like. I think, I'm sorry to say, man, I know a lot of you guys are cold guys. I think he's out of the rotation. I think he played himself out of that rotation. He just didn't play well enough. And in this league, no one cares about, all this other stuff. When you get your opportunity, you got to take full advantage of it. But I think he might be out of the rotation. I think you're going to see a guy like Akaporte now get those minutes because you're going to need somebody in for Mitch. Because I don't think Mitch plays tomorrow. And I don't know with the whole thing with the Yabusele injury or whatever. I could even see a guy like Diawara playing. Or maybe a Jameson playing. Right? So we got to see what that looks like. Now, I could be wrong, but I think he's solidifying exactly like who he wants in the rotation and who he wants his guys to be. Okay, guys, let's go. Let's hear from the Big Cat, man. So the Big Cat had a great game today, man. Cat had a good game today, man. Cat got a cat in these shades, man. I mean, he looks like a biker, man. With these stunner shades on.
Complete game that you guys have played as of late. Do you think that
goes back here? See from Towns.
said this was probably closer to a complete game that you guys have played as of late? Do you think that this was more of a complete game?
I think it's a step in the right direction. I think that we did a good job for the win against a really good team and a hot team. A team that we just lost to. Show some grit, show some resiliency, show that bounce back ability that we've been known for last year. It's good. It's good to get a win on the board, especially home.
It's great, man. The Big Cat's pretty much talking about how he played today, man. Great to get back in the winning column, which I think is great for all those guys, man. They've been struggling these last couple of games, so I think it's great for them to get back in the winning column. Okay, let's listen to Brunson, man. Listen to the captain. Hear what he has to say. I thought Brunson was he spearheaded everything. And I think it's really important for him to kind of make sure that we're rocking and rolling, man. Because without him, we're not going anywhere. So we got to make sure he's healthy. Make sure, man. Let's get Brunson to be first team All NBA this year, man. First team All NBA. And his top 3 MVP vote. First team All NBA for Brunson. That's what I'm pushing for right now, man. First team All NBA for the captain. All right, let's hear from Brunson, man. Hear what he has to say. Okay.
Jalen, you said the start Friday was unacceptable. What was your mentality to start this game?
Just the complete opposite. The play that we played in the second half last game. Obviously, we didn't finish the comeback, but we played better. And with that result, we can live with. We were doing the things that we were supposed to be doing. But yeah, we got to start the game that way, and I'm happy with the way we started tonight, and we're just going to continue to build off of it.
Okay. So like I said, he spearheaded everything, man, and he was the reason. So, he was pretty much the engine as to the reason why we got the lead that we did. Like I said, we had a great first quarter, but was up by 10 in that first quarter, and we never looked back. So I thought it was great. Vibes, what's going on, man? Appreciate you coming to Rock with LV live tonight. Reset the room, man. Great win for them boys. 128-116, beating the Bulls. The captain, 31 points, 3 assists. Karl Anthony Towns, 20 points, 15 rebounds, 46 points from the bench to help propel the Knicks tonight. Big bounce back game for Josh Hart, 14 points, 9 rebounds, the return of Josh Hart. Great game, man. Great game all together. Great game. This rover says, well, we did look back because we lost the lead in the second. We did, sir. We did. If you remember in the beginning, I stated that the biggest quarters for the Knicks were the first quarter and the third quarter. First quarter, we won by 10. In the third quarter, we won by 12. 37-29 that third quarter, and that's pretty much what propelled us. Having a big first quarter and a big third quarter, which is great. We started off the game great, and we started off the second half great. And that's pretty much what helped us win tonight, man. And, much needed win, man. Much needed win. We were kind of struggling, kind of trying to figure out exactly how things are going. But I think guys are starting to get it, right? So we'll see exactly how we look tomorrow night against the Wizards, man, because I think it's we can kind of get back into the winning column. We're kind of like 500 now. Hopefully we can get above 500 tomorrow by beating the Wizards. All right, people, listen, let me get up out of here. Listen, that's my show. I'm LV Live. Please hit that like, share, subscribe button. Hit that like button. Hit that like button, people, right? Also, too, I appreciate everybody coming through rocking with me tonight on this late Sunday. Big win for the boys, 128-116. Let's get another one tomorrow against the Wizards. I will be going live after the game, so please come through and check that out. All right, but once again, I truly appreciate you guys coming through, man, and rocking with me tonight. I do this for y'all. So I appreciate the support. It truly is appreciated. Big time win for the boys, 128 to 126. I will be going live tomorrow. So please come through and check it out. All right, I'm LV Live, and that's my show, and I'm out of here, people. Peace.